love to hear immediately. You know, I love guitarist. DUEL, awesome. Because I'm just like, what, a piano? I didn't think about it. So obviously I never seen Lovebites from. I'm like, wait, where did this piano come from? Here's like, she looks happy. As you might know, right, I have quite the AKANE drummer obsession, you know. She's also happy. She's the happiest drummer alive. It's just crazy. Like, so anyway, I promised them to check out Lovebites, which is another Japanese band, right? This is the first time that I've ever listened to Lovebites. I have no idea how this sound goes or whatever, right? But apparently the drummer here is, right, Haruna, is friends there with AKANE, right? So she plays similarly. And overall, of course, at the band, if you want to see more of my Lovebites reaction reviews, of course, subscribe, share the video, right? But anyway, let's start. So the song then is We the United, and this is from live reaction, of course, at Knockin at Heaven's Gate Part 2. So this is, of course, recommended in the comment section in the last Band-Maid video. But anyway, let's go then.
やっと5人が揃いました。やっとみんなに会いました。ついにこの日が来ました。今こそユナイトする時なんじゃない。これがユナイテッドだ。
I love her hair immediately. You know, I love guitarist. Strong start, definitely. This really reminds me, and I'll show you this guys later, you guys, but I have to throw it out here. It really reminds me of like Wild Arms 3 opening, because all the Japanese singing that. And I'm just being like, I can't remember who actually sings that opening now. And her voice is so familiar to it. I'll play it later for you guys, but yeah, it's just Christ, man. I feel so similar to the beginning of Wild Arms, which she's like riding on a horse. And it's a bit of like a rock ballad as well, right? Because it's like a wild western role-playing game from Japan, so you can ride in this horse from Virginia and whatever, later. But it's like, oh god, it's really like, my god, it's not so similar. I love Akira. I love like Japanese kind of, I don't know, it's called it. Okay, I got the DUEL. Awesome. I have to say, So I had to get the break here because I'm just like, what, a piano? I didn't think about it. So obviously I never seen Lovebites before. I'm like, wait, where did this piano come from? But I feel like a fool now when I recognize a Roland, the famous, piano producer. But I'm just like, wait, is a piano there? I never thought about that. It's one of the things in your brain. You're like, oh, there's a piano all the time. It was a piano over there. Like, because now I'm like, oh yeah, dance in the background. Okay, but let's keep going. Over there, the band looks very, but the great duel here. She looks happy. She's not as happy as AKANE, but she also is happy, definitely. It's very like, it's very glamour, yeah. It's standing. Nice, very long, very long. It really feels like some kind of ballad. Yeah, it's interesting for me. Yeah, the end here is very Japanese. It's like, Hontoni, harigato, like, honestly, I'm really happy, yeah. But it's very much in a Japanese speaking way, It's like, hontoni, it's like, I really, really mean this thing. Look at her outfit! If you're not new to my channel, you know this will be my favorite new band member, a gal, okay? I don't know this woman's name, but she's God, how she's dressing, man. I love it, the golden bling bling, the hair. Oh my god, a gal, man. Okay, should tell me how a gal in the band. Obviously, this is the best girl. I have no idea what her name is, but she looks by far the best. Right? And she up there posing, obviously a great duel. But I was immediately like, when I saw her, right, like the first second, I was like, oh yeah, it's a gal, man. Oh my god, they have like a super awesome gal character. Oh my god, look at her outfit. Yeah, I was like, oh no, this is badass, man. This is definitely Definitely the best member in the party. So of course it was awesome. She gonna do the badass duel, right? Again, this is obviously my favorite band member. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, like, no, look at her. Look at her hair, man. Look how she looks, man. Now I have to see more videos now. Yeah, how she looks in the videos. Hopefully she changes her hair and so on every performance, right? I'm like, oh my god, this is badass. This is badass, man. Jesus Christ. This one here, that right? These felt a lot like I think it's the same. I think that and so on. That felt, yeah, very happy. It was up there, you know. Looking super happy afterward and so on, right? And they're all smiling. Yeah, that whole moment they felt very much similar to, you know, how much I love AKANE, right? As I mentioned in the beginning of the videos, because everyone's smiling and happy here. Come back a bit. Yeah, this moment here, right? They're walking up behind her, she's drumming, everyone is smiling. Yeah. This definitely feels very similar to kind of what you see in the Band-Maid, like, you know, live performance, so to speak, right? But again, though, I would say that, I'm sorry, but this is a bit like AKANE's insane smile, though. No, but this is different, though. I mean, I definitely love it. Like, both of them going up, you know, next behind her, right? And they're all smiling together. But even, I have to say, though, maybe I'm just an AKANE-obsessed fan, right? But I have to say that even these three girls smiling at the same time doesn't mean AKANE smile by herself. Because AKANE got, like, these, you know, she got, like, some kind of, like, not sinister Joker smile all the time. Yeah, no, but she looks so crazy happy every goddamn second. But this was good too, though. This felt more like friendship. This is more like the Nakama smiling. Yeah, she's like powerful and alone. This is more friendly. No, but it was very adorable. It was very, very adorable. I think this part was interesting, right? As I mentioned earlier, that the singer stops singing. It's an instrumental part, of course, of the performance. He goes over and starts playing the piano instead. Yeah, I thought it was very interesting. And see raving and so on. Yeah, that was interesting. I really did think so, because I think in a lot of ways, you know, you have a singer and they tend to just kind of, they do the song right, they don't do anything else during kind of like a instrumental part. Maybe they go around and, like, you know, for the crowd or something. But yeah, so I actually have like, well, actually, I'm gonna play a piano for a minute, then I go back and sing again. Yeah. So it was great. But like I said earlier too, I didn't even see that there was a piano for the first 3 minutes, right, or something like that. So I was like, where's the piano over there? Oh, interesting. So that made it even better, of course, as a first time, you know, listener. Obviously it's a slower song, right? But I do feel it was similar. How she hits the A, how she pitches that sound. I don't know. I felt it was similar. What do you guys think? But anyway, this, I have to check out what the singer was then. Her is Kaori. She sings like all the Wilders opening. She actually was like a voice actor back in the day. She's like 60s now, but she used to voice act all the different Japanese games then in like the early 90s and, you know, early 2000s and that kind of period there. But I don't know. I think she hits in a similar way to the Lovebites singer in some instances. Absolutely. But overall, I think it was an interesting song, right? You know, it's very rock ballad, I felt. There's one to think about also as a songwriter is that I'm a big fan, so I mentioned briefly earlier, but I'm a really, really big fan, right, of this like Akira Kushida, like, you know, Project Jam, this like Enko, other kind of like, you know, Masaki and so on, other kind of Japanese singers. They do this kind of, I don't know what they would call it, because the genre is kind of weird. It's like a not English title for this genre, but it's kind of like this ballad thing, right? Really love those music. I'll give it a very short, if you're not talking about it. But anyway, anyway with that, guys, and honestly, a side note, right, you know, should I start doing resist stuff? It's a little bit different though, right? Because I tend to some extent to like to do reaction stuff I heard it to before, right? You know, and obviously I've heard like all the Jab Project, Enko, Akira and so on. I listen to the music all the time, so I don't know, like maybe I should just call it whatever. I should be like every other reaction, just live title. Never heard this before, and I'm like, and I can know every literal lyric in order. It's like I never seen it for my life. What do you guys think? Anyway, be subscribed and have a great day.